solution. In our lesson for today, we are continuing from where we stopped. In our previous lesson, we talked about how to make a quadratic expression into a perfect square. So we considered two examples. This example now is the third example, and I would like us to pay attention, and let's go right into it. The question says, what must be added to u squared minus 8uv to make a perfect square? Now let's solve this problem. We take the solution, and then we write out u squared minus 8uv. Now what must be added to this? We add k to it, and then the result will come into this open bracket. Now how do we get the values that fit into this first position in the bracket? Come to the first term of the expression and take the square root of it. And of course, you know what this one will give us. It will give us the value u. So we insert u here. Then the minus sign of the middle term, we put it next. Now what comes in here? Come to the third term, which is what we are looking for. And then we also take the square root of it. And then if you take the square root of it, it's going to give us b. But let me stop here and show you something. I'm going to write this last place here, this answer here, as bv. Now why am I writing it as bv? In our previous two examples that we considered, we have two terms in which the first term carry the square, then the second term only carry a single number. But in this example, the middle term, which is the second term, carries two values, two letters. All right, so what that means is that each of the factors that will come into the bracket must each carry either of these letters. So if the first one takes this first letter u, then the second factor will take v. And that is the reason why after we took the square root of k, the answer, which is b, must carry v. So we come here and we write bv. The next step is to come to the middle term, 8uv, and equate it to 2 times u times bv. And if you do this multiplication, you are going to have 8uv to equals 2 times u times b times v will give us 2buv. Then you observe that we have uv here and we have uv here. If you strike out the uv, you'll be left with 8 equals to 2b. Now we are looking for b. Divide both sides by 2. If you do this division, 2 will cancel 2, leaving you with what? b. And then if you cancel out 8 by 2, we have 4. So from what we have here, the value for b is going to be equals to what? 4. That means everything we have here will become 4v. Now let's get the value for k. K will become the value of anything we see here, which is the square of anything we see here, which is bv all squared. Please, let's come up. And this means that k would become, what is b? b is what? 4, then v, everything squared. Now if we do this, you will have k to equals 4 squared means 4 times 4, which is 16. Then v squared means v times v, which is v squared. Now this is the value for k. So we can conclude by saying that 16 v squared must be added to make this expression into a perfect square. So we can summarize the whole result therefore as u squared minus 8uv plus, now in place of k, we are writing 16v squared. Now all is going to be equals to, here we have u minus 4v all squared. So there you have it. That's the solution to the problem, and I believe you followed me through and that you've understood what I just taught you. Now please don't forget to like, share, comment, and also to subscribe if you have not done so already. I will see you in my next lesson.